Oh my gosh, I cannot believe I have so many unfinished quilt projects here. This is kind of overwhelming. You almost can't even see me. Hi, my name is Fallon and I love to quilt. And apparently I also don't love to finish my quilt projects. Oh my goodness. I have so many stacks and stacks and stacks of quilts here, and they're in various stages of finishedness. So today we're going to talk about how I plan to finish some of these unfinished projects, and then a little bit about how I'm going to decide which ones I'm going to let go of. It's a new year and I am going to get organized this year. Last year, Becca from the channel So Becca released a really great video, and within that video she talked about quilt bankruptcy. I really loved that video, and some of the points she talked about were so helpful to me in thinking about when I need to let go of one of my projects. Becca is also releasing another video here in January talking about how she is going to declutter her quilt space, and I'm going to link both of these videos I just mentioned down in the description of this video. So as I sort through all of these quilt projects, I'm going to ask myself a few questions. The first question I'm going to ask myself is, does this project still bring me joy? Sometimes I don't finish a project because something else all shiny and bright catches my eye and I want to start that immediately. So I didn't finish one of my projects, not because it was frustrating me or because I didn't like how it was turning out. It's just because something else, took my attention away from it. So this quilt, for example, literally just needs a binding on it. And that's going to be really quick to finish, and I absolutely love this quilt. So the only reason I didn't put the binding on this one right away is because I actually forgot that this piece of fabric was for this binding, and I used it in another quilt I was working on, and so I had to order some more binding for it. And then when it came in, I was already working on something else and kind of, kept getting it pushed to the wayside. So this one is on one of the top quilts on my list to finish because I adore it and it needs to stop getting pushed to the side. So then I have other projects here that I didn't finish it because I just don't see the vision anymore. Either things weren't turning out the way I wanted them to, or something in the process just frustrated me. So that's one that I just need to let go of. So an example of projects that don't bring me joy anymore are going to be almost all of my block of the months. So I have this one that was through the Sew Sampler. I have quite a few of the blocks finished. I absolutely adore the fabric, and I have so much of the fabric. This whole basket here is filled with the fabric from that project, and I have everything all organized for it. I have all the blocks. Like I said, I have some finished. I started cutting the fabric for the finishing, and I discovered something. I have a lot of block of the months that are just sitting around unfinished. And I think it's something that goes with my personality that I'm really noticing, is that when I get shipped something once a month with these block of the months, if I don't finish it soon after I get it, I lose interest, and then they start piling up, and then instead of looking forward to working on it, it just brings up some anxiety within me that I have all these piling up that I haven't worked on, and I kind of give up on it. In the new year, one of my resolutions is to not start a new block of the month. They always look like so much fun, and I always am excited to start them, but if I get behind, it just brings more frustration than joy. Now, this doesn't mean block of the months aren't fun or aren't worth it. It's just something I noticed that doesn't really work well with my personality. These block of the month projects that I have that are bringing me frustration and anxiety rather than joy are going to be some of the projects that I let go of. Next, I'm going to ask myself, how long will it take me to finish this project? So like I said, I have this one that just needs binding, and I have a few others that are like that too, that honestly just need a binding and will be super quick to finish. I even have some here that are already backed and have the batting in it, so it's already basted and ready to go. Some of these are just really quick and I can finish them. And then some, I'm not even very far in the process. So that's just something I'm going to need to ask myself. Do I want to finish this project if it's in the starting line of the process? And is this something I want to continue, or is there something else I'm more looking forward to starting? Then I will look at how much it will cost to finish the project. Do I already have the binding for the project? And for a lot of these, I already do. Then I'll look at the ones that are maybe just a flimsy and just have the quilt top finished. Do I have backing and batting and binding already purchased for it? Do I already have something in my stash that will work, or will I need to purchase all of those items to finish it? And if I do need to purchase all those items, how much will it cost? And is it worth it to me to have the quilt project finished versus the cost to finish it? So to get started on figuring out this massive pile of quilts that needs to get finished, I sorted them into some different categories. And then once I got them sorted, I went through and kind of asked myself all those questions to decide if I wanted to move forward on finishing the project or if I wanted to let it go. First, I found 12 projects that I really want to finish. Why 12? Well, because there's 12 months in a year, and I figured that I should be able to at least get one of these projects finished each month. Then I piled up quilts that are close to being finished. So that means that either it just needs a binding, or it is basted and ready to quilt, or maybe I even started quilting it and didn't finish. So really close to the finish line. Then I gathered together all of my flimsies. So that means it is just a finished quilt top. It hasn't been basted. I haven't started quilting it yet. It is just a finished quilt top. Then I gathered all of my UFOs. So all of my unfinished projects that I have that are in various stages but aren't quite to the flimsy stage yet. So maybe it is a quilt that I have all of the blocks finished. I even have them sewn into rows, but I haven't brought all the rows together yet. And then it's some of the ones that I already showed you that are, you know, block of the month styles, or other projects that I just started and didn't finish. So various stages there. So after sorting everything, what I have found is that I have 74 unfinished projects in various stages of unfinishedness. And at first I was like, I'm a little bit ashamed of that. But actually, I'm just not, because I really enjoy what I do and I have so much fun getting started on projects and everything. But I do really need to get a handle on it, and I know I'm going to have fun finishing up these projects and then also letting go of ones that I just don't want to finish anymore. But now that I know what projects I want to finish, I can get started on them, and I'm really looking forward to doing that this year. I'm not going to focus on only finishing these projects because there are so many projects that I want to start and work on as well. And a lot of them I want to share with you along the way, and I'm really excited about it. But what I do want to do this year is not only work on finishing some of these, but also focus on projects that I've already purchased fabric for and have wanted to start for a while. So this year you're going to see a lot of that. A lot of me pulling fabrics and things from my stash and working on them and trying to really not spend a lot of money outside of what I have already spent money on. And the only time I'm going to be purchasing things is like when I need them to finish a project that I've pulled the bulk of fabric from my stash, or to finish up ones that I've already started. So if you would like to see the new projects I plan to work on and updates on what I am finishing up on, then be sure you are subscribed to my channel. And turn on that notification bell because it will let you know when I've posted a new video. Also, leave a comment below if you have some ideas for what I could do with some of these projects that I have no intention of finishing. I know there is a lot of amazing fabric here in these projects, and I don't want to just toss them away, but I also don't want them taking up space in my sewing room anymore. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I have over 70 projects here to finish. Let me know if you have more or less than I do. I sure hope some of you out there have more because I'm just shocked at how many I have. This was a lot of work getting all this sorted, and now I have to find a place to put the ones I want to work on and where to store the ones I don't want to work on while I figure out what to do with them. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you in some way. And come along with me. Join me. Look for these video updates where I get some of this work done, and then let me know what you are working on to finish as well. I know I am not alone. Maybe I have more projects than you to finish, but I know that a lot of you out there have a lot you want to finish too, and maybe we can get some of them done together this year. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.